Hello. We've got quite the video today. I am super excited to talk about manifestation today. It has been a topic all over the internet these days, and one that's been stigmatized a lot. There's been so many misconceptions about what manifestation is, what manifestation isn't, and so we're just gonna break them down today. And in later videos I'll explain how to manifest, how really you are always manifesting, and kind of the details, the metaphysics of manifestation. Joe Dispenza's work on manifestation. There's so much information out there, but we will cover that all in later videos. Let's just start off with kind of busting some of these myths and misconceptions about manifestation and talking about what it isn't, right? Manifestation is not this idea, this notion that we're like, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, clicking our heels together and getting anything that we wish for. It isn't as simple as, me wanting $1 billion and it coming to me here and there, or me wanting this relationship in my life or a sports car in my life and it just appears in front of me, right? The reason manifestation gets such a bad rep is because we all kind of have heard this notion here and there on the internet about manifestation really just being something that brings our desires into fruition, right? It comes with a grain of salt. So here's kind of what manifestation encompasses. When you have a desire for something, anything that it may be, whether it's physical or spiritual, relationship, anything, right? All of these things can and will come into your life in the form of manifestation, if you will, but none of it will happen without you first taking action. The biggest thing with manifestation, what truly it is manifestation ultimately is just you taking massive inspired action. And you'll know that it's inspired action because it'll feel this way when you're focused in on your manifestations, you're focused in on the desires that you want. And we'll talk about this in depth in maybe the next video, maybe other videos. I will dive super deep into this, but just at a surface level, the very big misconception here is we can just get anything that we want. And as much as that's true, and I will always be the first person to say that manifestation is so real, none of it comes without action. We cannot sit around being the same people. If you sit around watching Netflix all day long, smoking weed, doing whatever it is that you do, and you are desiring to manifest a muscular body, this wonderful relationship, a new car, a new house, a new job, but you're sitting around watching Netflix all day wondering why my manifestations aren't happening, well, you're not taking any action. These things will come to you. That relationship will come, the muscular body will come, the car will come, but you have to be taking inspired action, and it has to be massive action. If you want a massive result, you must take massive action. Another very important aspect of manifestation is sustaining prolonged levels of elevated emotion. And so now what does that mean? Every emotion that you feel, whether it's fear, guilt, happiness, sadness, excitement, all these human emotions reside at a specific frequency, and your body has, this electromagnetic sphere around it. Depending on what emotion you are most frequently feeling, you are emanating those frequencies outside of yourself. The higher frequency that you are emanating from yourself, the more you're going to ultimately pull in. It's like if you have a magnet. If you have a small magnet, you'll be picking up small little paper clips. And then if you have a giant magnet, perhaps you could pull in a car from that magnet, right? And so imagine your electromagnetic field as this one big magnet. And the higher that you are, the higher frequency that you are living at, that your mind is really living at, the bigger that magnet becomes, the easier it is for you to pull in those large things to your life. When you're living in states of fear, guilt, sadness, anger, you're vibrating really low levels. You have a very small magnet. The more that you raise your consciousness, the more that you raise your awareness, the more that you're able to sustain these prolonged levels of elevated emotions such as love, joy, peace, the larger that magnet becomes, the easier it is for you to attract these desires into your life, to manifest these things. So as you're taking massive action, as you're taking inspired action, in conjunction with you sustaining long periods of elevated emotion, that really ultimately is what manifestation is. You will begin to attract these things in your life, and you won't know what they are. It's, it's kind of this funny way in which the universe likes to work, is it will bring you exactly what you want, but in the exact opposite way of how you thought it would come. And you have to surrender yourself to allowing your manifestations to come to you in whatever way kind of the universe decides. I don't even want to say it that way, but truly that is that ultimately really is how it works. And I will dive super deep into how to manifest, ways to manifest, why your manifestations might not be happening, and all these different things in a whole set of videos after this. But just overall, manifestation is not just a magical tool to bring your desires. You have to be as willing to work on them as you want to attract them. Take that massive action. Actively elevate your emotions. Think about these desires as though you already have them, and they will come in.